Did you enjoy that intro? Ah, Super Mario Logan. Videos I used to watch during my childhood. And all with the beloved SML reviewers. You would think that SML would never change and always would stay the same and always live in our hearts. No, it doesn't. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Talking about the worst SML videos of all. Top 10, baby. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 10, Jeffy the Sketch Artist. Starting off like this, I see. Hearing the title alone, you'd think this would be a good video, but if you see Brooklyn Guy there, you know it's gonna be a problem, don't you? Hey, did you know Jeffy's an artist? Not like we've learned that a couple of years ago. But this time, he can draw on a notebook. Yeah, ain't that something new? Then Jeffy, for some reason, goes to the police station. You know, of all people, just take a look at Jeffy. Do you think he's qualified? You think this would be a good video for once, but and then it turns out it's a Marvin torture episode. Of course it's a Marvin torture episode. Not only is Marvin somehow getting arrested, Marvin is sitting right next to Rosalina the whole freaking time.
So you're going to jail.
Marvin, how could you? Oh my gosh, when I just hear her voice, it's just so irritating. Even Quamax punched his camera.
Did you enjoy those 90 days in jail, Marvin?
If she don't bro, that's what I want to do to her so bad, bro.
He is 19. Kick him out the house. And I can understand why Rosalina don't believe Marvin. She don't respect him. She don't like him like that. Speaking of that, moving on. Number 9, Jeffy's Christmas gift. This is a video that's pretty much self-explanatory, to be honest. Jeffy wants a Turbo Man for Christmas. Knowing all the toys would be sold out, let's be real, it's Christmas. Everybody's getting it. And then Rosalina has the audacity to threaten Mario about breaking up with him just because he can't buy no Turbo Man doll, even though he doesn't need it.
Mario, if there's not a Turbo Man underneath that Christmas tree tomorrow morning, I am leaving you. I can't be with someone that doesn't take care of their own child.
This was coming from the woman that was gone for a year. A year, let that sink in. And Jeffy knows that he's being immature. Just listen to this clip.
Because if you didn't get Jeffy the Turbo Man, he'll have the worst Christmas ever.
Facts! I will, Mommy. I will be the most ungrateful child you've ever seen if I don't have Turbo Man tomorrow.
They are aware that they're not lovable at all, but they still don't fix the characters. And this woman let her ex-boyfriend, I'm not gonna say his name, into his own house without Mario's consent. Mario and Chef Pee planned to break the Turbo Man doll, but instead, the chef took the Turbo Man doll from under the Christmas tree. This woman, Mario ruined Christmas. Mario ruined everything. I'm leaving you. Girl, pack your freaking stuff, because I would never buy Jeffy anything. Do you really think I have the money to buy a Turbo Man doll? Even if I did, the money is going to Mr. Gummy so I could pay my house payment. Not for the pistol sniffing, helmet wearing who asked Jeffy for a shirt. And check this out. When Marvin was pretending to be Turbo Man, Rose said, "Mario, I love you." You really think I'm gonna fall for that? Speaking of that, this video made me real mad in this one. Moving on. Number 8, Shreks Coma. Shrek had surgery, and Rosalina finds him attractive, flirting with him right in front of her. Whoa! If I was Mario, I would have thrown hands. I'm sorry. Mario finally snaps at Rosalina after all those years putting up with her and her bull crap. And for some reason, Mario felt bad. He was like, "Man, I feel bad. I was yelling at my wife." But Rosalina has the audacity. She thinks she has the rights to date him in my own house? See, this is why Rosalina never changed. Because no one gets her to change. You know, characters aren't meant to be changed. You know what I mean? You know, some characters are lovable. That's why they stay the same. They're funny. That's just my opinion right there. There's some people out there that handles criticisms. I'm one of those freaking people. The way to end this episode, Rosalina gets Mario to apologize to her. Even though Rosalina was snooping around with other men. And not to mention, dating him in my own house. If that was me in that situation, get out. Get out, Rose. Get up out of here. Moving on. Number 7. Jeffy's favorite song. Y'all see what I mean about Rose, right? You see what I mean? They both like this annoying song. No wonder why Mario freaking broke that phone. Man, I would have done the same thing. Wait a minute. Actually, they broke a phone for a video? Whole video the usual. Rose arguing with Mario. Rose wins the argument, of course. Jeffy would not let Mario sleep, and Mario gets eaten. The end. Please tell me that's not a Mario torture episode. Cause it is. You know, at this point, Mario's biggest regret now is proposing to Rosalina. You know, she should have proposed to him if she likes stars so much and likes shiny stuff. Girl, give me the ring then, and I'll say no. Woo! Moving on. Number 6, Codys Bad Word. If you didn't have enough Mario torture episodes, then welcome to Cody torture episodes, where Cody gets tortured by these two idiots. They accused him about saying the N-word, even though he said N-word. Does that sound like good writing to you? It would be if it wasn't dragging on and on the whole video. Just yelling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Cody had to apologize to them. Does that seem fair to you? Does that even seem remotely fair as a kid? No, it doesn't. Yo, Cody needs some real friends for real, because Junior and Joseph could be mad annoying sometimes. Like, what is wrong with them? And the main problem with the video, it just drags on and on and on. The same joke. That's why it's on my top 6. Moving on. Halfway through, number 5, Jeffy's cell phone. Guess what happens? Mario locks him in the bathroom. Very understandable, because he doesn't know how to freaking act.
Look at him! He's not responsible enough to get a cell phone. He's an idiot.
Exactly what I'm talking about. He's not responsible enough. He broke a cell phone, right? And then he got another cell phone. He pranks called people with it, and that goes terribly wrong, leading Mario getting beat up by Rosalina, even though it was a misunderstanding. She claimed she wanted to love on Mario, so she beat him up without even thinking it was Jeffy, because Jeffy makes terrible decisions. That he would have done that because just take a look at Jeffy. The reason why it's on my number 5 is because it just seems like Rosalina and Jeffy doesn't have any common sense. Why would you give Jeffy a cell phone when you know he could break it? He broke one. He broke one time. And did you notice this video is a ripoff of Junior's cell phone? He prank called people with it. Jeffy prank called people with it. You see what I mean? Moving on. Number 4, Jeffy the Babysitter. I know what you're saying. This is Jeffy's first appearance. Why is it the 4th worst? Well, think about this. If Jeffy didn't appear, we wouldn't have all these problems, right? We wouldn't have the lawsuits. We wouldn't have the Mario torture episodes. We wouldn't have the Jeffy fan base threatening other people because of Jeffy. But that's just me, though. Besides that, Mario is forced to take care of Jeffy because the people who's trying to help help him. And GameCube Dude talked about this. Here's a clip.
They say Mario doesn't have a choice and must keep him, even though Mario never wanted anything to do with him in the first place. That is not only the biggest case of child neglect I've ever heard of, that's ruthlessly unfair to Mario.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people disagree with me on this, considering this is Jeffy's first appearance, but this won't convince you that this is the worst. I don't know what will, so... But that's just my opinion, so let's just move on. Number 3, Codys Birthday. This is the whole video. It's just making fun of Cody on his birthday, saying he's 2 years old. 2 years old! The whole video teasing him. Do I really need to explain what else is wrong with this video?
To make noises. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's why you cry all the time, because you're a big baby. Yeah. All right, there's one more present. Only one.
This is, without a doubt, the worst Cody torture video I've ever seen. I am really sick of Cody getting pushed around. Moving on. Number 2, Jeffys Bad Word. Jeffy says a very, very offensive word, right? Mario goes to the store with Jeffy, and Tyrone beats him up because he thought that Mario called him something bad. He goes to his house to punish him, and then Rosalina says he was committing child abuse, even though Jeffy deserved that because he wouldn't stop. And then Jeffy called the cops because he says that Mario did something bad to him. And then now Mario's in jail for vehicular assault. He didn't even run the guy over. And Jeffy's on Dr. Phil. Now Mario's life ruined. That is the what? Oh, I can't believe it. And what really grinds my gears is Rosalina. She doesn't even stick up for Marvin, but instead takes Jeffy's side. Now Mario's in jail, and now Jeffy's teasing him. Are you serious? Moving on. Now, before I get to number 1, I would just like to calm down and say, SML is not that good anymore, but the old videos, I will always watch and always cherish because I love the old videos and they give me so much memories. I hate Jeffy Locked Out. That's the worst SML video ever! Jeffy getting mad at Peace, I can understand that, but he throws away his beans on a seat. Guess who has to clean that up? And he throws his Coca-Cola at the door, which could break, and then he wanders outside. Jeffy, for some reason, locks Mario out of his house, begins closing the blinds, leaving the Does Bad Things guy come up in here and arrest Mario, even though Mario was locked out of his own house the whole freaking time and responsible for everything. Fuck this episode! This episode starts the Mario torture episodes. This has got to be one of the most cruelest Mario torture episodes I've ever seen in a long time. Even though Jeffys Bad Word started it all, but this is the worst SML video I've ever seen in a long time, and no one can forget that, right? Bye, guys.
I'm Shandong, my capital's name is Jinan. I'm a province in the central part of China, you know. I am Shanxi, my capital is Xi'an, a province in the People's Republic of China's northwest region. I'm an autonomous region, my name is Guangxi. My capital's name's Ho-Hot, as you can plainly see. Please say my name, it is pronounced Xinjiang.